Geely! Come to enjoy the Hatchingtide festivities, have you? Nada. I don't remember that. Hatchingtide has come once more, and I dare say we've outdone ourselves this time. It all hinges on whether we can see Mistress Aliapoh's dream realized. The princesses and the eggies. Tasty eggies. Welcome, my friend. I take it the Hatchingtide decorations have caught your eye? Oh, Evelyth, is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in Hatchingtide once more. This year, it was again a dream that sparked my imagination. A dream of a goobbue, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage where else but in Ul'dah, so many malms away. I remember a story about a goobbue in Ul'dah. It did not end so well. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, the darling goobbue held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. Wah wah wah. And there is but one time of year when the sandy brown of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Lady's Day. The message of Mistress Aliapoh's dream was clear. Combine the spirit of Hatchingtide and Little Lady's Day to create the most egg-citing day that jewel of a city has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. I see. 'Tis a pleasure, as always, Evelyth. I see ours is not the only celebration which can boast of your selfless assistance. Aww. So they recognize that I have done not just one or the other, but both. Mistress Aliapoh's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his goobbue companion before meeting with us. I see. I regret to say not all in Ul'dah share in her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Lady's Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame goobbue ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. That's what I was talking about. When the Seneschal informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking. We could hold a Hatchingtide event here in Gridania with the goobbue as the main attraction. What? Not only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Ul'dah that the goobbue poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nada and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a goobbue so pretty and sweet. Out of all the paths forward we could have taken, this seemed to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well versed in this realm's beastkin as you may be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this goobbue is. I expect quite a few eggs for my trouble. Well, I'd hate to see Miss Aliapoh's dream shattered. As would I. While I'm certain that there's nothing to fear, having a stout arm by my side will be most reassuring. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You had best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Ul'dah, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. He's in Bent Branch Meadows. Oh! I can show off my screen! I won one of the prizes from the Valentine's Day screenshot contest. It's so cute. A pink goobbue. Tilt the camera up. I don't believe I've ever been this close to one before. Oh, didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings, I am the Royal Seneschal, in charge of making Little Lady's Day most memorable for all ladies of the realm. Mistress Aliapoh has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Ah, we've been waiting for you. You'll be hard-pressed to pick your jaw up off the floor after you see what my Petey has in store for you. Those are sharp teeth. I've been watching over her ever since the day I found her wandering in the wilderness all by her lonesome. You can't just take a goobbue home. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we're all each other has. Petey, a lovely name to be sure, and those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she is the very picture of a Little Lady's Day princess. I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of little else since the moment Miss Aliapoh came to us with her peculiar request. How do you know that? There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn that and then some. We call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. Uh-oh. That is an egg surprise. That was astounding! Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. It took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of 2 celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did about as good a job as we could have been expected. Now here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Petey's been a little bit on edge. Hate to see it like this, but I think I figured out what's causing it. As you just saw, she's got no problem performing in front of an audience of 2. But when a whole gaggle of revelers showed up not too long ago, she just froze up. I see. She must not be used to such large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you've got plenty of moms left in those adventurers' legs of yours. Might I trouble you to join our merry troop and support Petey during her star turn? All you have to do is climb atop her head and head towards the Climb atop her and head towards the crowds. Show them our act and tell the spectators to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. Okay. I'll climb on the goobbue. What goobbue do you do? Trust me, Petey'll love having you aboard. Now's our chance to get these eggs into the hands of the eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands your attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. Ooh. Oh, okay, I can fly. Enthused! Be enthused! Ah, what did I just see? Ah, this must be the performing goobbue I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg of my own to remember this by. Okay. I can't even see them. Boom! That was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. And that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. Okay, bye. Whee! Get spooked. Oh, my stars, what manner of... Oh, you're promoting Hatchingtide? Yes, yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was, truly. I never knew goobbus to be adept at anything besides eating, but you've expanded my horizons. Maybe I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. The spirit of Hatchingtide is alive in Gridania. Return to Altamont. Okay, okay. Whoa. Good work, Evelyth. Same goes for you, Petey. I could hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. Grawr! And it looks like Petey's managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovations are enough to conquer the seneschals. Petey in pink. Although I've been but a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. Petey is possessed not only of a kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in Ul'dah. On behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee, I invite you to our city as honored guests. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Aliapoh that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to Ul'dah. We'll find our own way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. Ahem. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that Petey has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Ul'dah for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? To Ul'dah! Ah, you are arrived. You'll be glad to know that I've managed to win over the planning committee with my story of Petey's show. Ul'dah's gate will be cast wide for her arrival. Throw wide the gates. For Petey! If she's amenable to the idea, I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. But the first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens what we saw in Branch Meadows, it is my hope that they will welcome Petey with open arms. And if her show is a success, then we will have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Ul'dah, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest that I can. Evelyth, pray head to the steps of Thal and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards, and together we can shower Petey with applause. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hi. A goobbue performer? Aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's the very same, I suppose it's worth a look. Heck yeah, it is. Time to zoomies. Oh, I can't even see. Sir! Sir! Do not squish the lady. A goobbue? Here in Ul'dah? Ugh. That dredges up terrible memories of the rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this goobbue with your own eyes? I can't even see you with my own eyes. This has brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well. I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know goobbus were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? The crowds of Gridania gave her a standing ovation. So what if it is? I'll have a chance to see a goobbue up close. Well, when you put it that way. Besides, it's not as if I have all else to do. Alright, look for me among the crowd. Evelyth. Master negotiator. Master persuader. The time draws near. This crowd's got even money shaking. Aw, Petey. Oh, Petey. It'll be okay. My thanks, Evelyth. It seems word has spread even further than I had hoped. And while this is cause for celebration, Petey appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. I'm all the gazes you need. Of course, you could just hop up on her head and she'd calm down just like that, but we can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words, Evelyth? Seems she's warm to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. You can do it, Petey! Meow, meow, meow. What? Rah, rah, rah. Rah. Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Remember how happy you made everyone. Don't worry, Petey, I'm right here. Little Lady's Day needs its princess. Grrr. That did the trick. You've really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden, Evelyth. We are in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Aliapoh should have arrived by now. Evelyth, pray join the bystanders and give Petey your heartiest cheer. Why won't they let me just... Why can't I be right on her? Oh, it's the songbirds! They're so cute. Especially the Miko and the Aura. And now, for the final act. Bedecked in blooming flowers, this goobbue princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. Eggs! And bunnies! That's it. That's the show. Bye. Oh, they are in the audience. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. Geely, can you see the future? What in heck? And to think I ever believed goobbues were not but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. If Hatchingtide is even half as thrilling as this show, I'd best catch the next airship to Gridania. Alright, calm down, sir. All's well that ends well. The little ladies get a great show and Hatchingtide gets more egg seekers. Their smiles are like so many flowers in full bloom. Petey will be the talk of Ul'dah for moons to come. That she will, that she will. I have to thank you, Miss Aliapoh, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. Wow! Petey's so big. Thank you, Petey, for bringing joy to the citizens of Ul'dah, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatchingtide and Little Lady's Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help, Evelyth. We'll both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. I think she'd be more than happy by your side if you'll have her. Oh, heck. As for me, I have it in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd hate to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to corners of the world I've only heard tales of. Aww. How could I say no? Truth be told, I only asked you as a formality, huh? I know I've placed her in good hands, Evelyth. I look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. Aww. Aww. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm required in Gridania. Nonada must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Give the last our regards, eh? I'll stay here in Ul'dah until the festivities end, and who knows, maybe longer. And with that, allow me to thank you personally, Evelyth. No princess in all the realm could have asked for a more devoted seneschal. And that includes Petey, seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Aw, but I want to be the princess. Although Petey's show is concluded, Little Lady's Day is not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. Such as? And don't be a stranger in Gridania either. Petey acquired. She's goobbue and she's Grace. Silly.